those that I switch between. I can't add another one.
I can't commit to this many.
Another
Can't do
one.
that.
I need another monitor.
Are you kidding me? I need another monitor.
Oh God.
You have
Three.
3.
I need
Yeah,
4.
Fables
It's that
No,
easy.
I have a laptop screen. I do not want to hear it.
Grace.
As a person pulls out a phone and be like, "Yo, this is me on Zoom."
This is what I'm
So-
usually on.
Welcome in, everybody,
Eh.
to tonight's episode of Fancie's Fables, End of Eras. Episode something. I actually didn't check. I think we might be around 30.
Check the YouTube.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, if you check the YouTube, maybe
Oh, yeah,
you'd
the
know.
YouTube.
What are we on? 16 there? 14? Maybe 13?
15, I think.
No, you're giving them a
where I
little too
call
much
it.
credit.
Retroactive. The numbers are different.
You're a great DMX. Thanks so much.
And
Well,
we
we will
all
see you
died.
guys next time.
And that was how we TPK'd.
I do not want to do this.
We'll see you next
I
week.
said nothing.
Start of a new
I said
Grew
campaign.
up on the way to Cormier.
You're guilty by association and you know it.
Listen, no. You guys need to behave.
Oh, okay. John is like, I have insured my slot for the new campaign.
Yes. Koa returning as he tries to get back to Eberron, but with a new party.
I see. With nicer people.
Why not have a time skip? He's already made it to Eberron, and he's
And then-
with his new party,
Ooh, Eberron campaign?
Eberron campaign.
and they are fighting against the resistance.
All right.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Neat.
Fight today.
Yes, welcome
Very
in, everybody. We hope you are doing well, because we are doing great. We missed you last week, but the week before we had a great episode where things happened. It was great.
There was
Most
stuff.
importantly, with a brief recap. Actually, I'm all out of sorts. Give me a second. It's all your fault, Kelp.
Kelp's too pure for that.
We are going to start this week,
Phoebe is killed.
as we do every week, with a question. And the question this week, well, every week except for last week, I think we didn't have the question. Or, well, of course we didn't have it last week, but last game. The question this week is, where does your character feel most at home?
Ooh.
Considering you all will be departing from Waterdeep this episode, I feel that would be a good question to ask.
Go first. With his peoples. And in both sense. His actual people, the other Kalishtar, and his current newfound family. That's when he feels most at peace. Or at home.
Yeah.
He likes the vibes, the ties, the family unit, the cluster.
So it doesn't really have to
Back.
do with the place, just with who Ko is with.
Yes, because like, so for Ko, growing up as a Kalishtar in Eberron, where the Inspired had like infiltrated various governments and stuff like that, a lot of times was in his life was like either in isolation, or like hiding his identity and like on the move kind of thing. So his home was essentially like not stable in terms of like an actual physical location, but is like wherever they kind of just set up and who he was with.
All right. $10 says that's going to be a reoccurring answer.
We're all nomadic individuals who vibe with the people that we vibe with.
Well, we'll go counterclockwise to Kane.
I'm
Cocaine.
gonna say
Cocaine.
my God.
There we go.
Oh my
Yes,
God, yes.
I accept
That's
it. Amanda, you
ridiculous.
have to go. It has to be great.
oh my gosh. Okay, so I will
It can't be my
say-
answer though.
You know, I was thinking about it while I was listening to you. And I was like, yes, Kane likes being with the people, and Kane likes being in Waterdeep. However, I don't think Kane knows that. Like, I don't think Kane knows what being home is, because he's so used to traveling and he's so used to doing everything for others. So I think in this sense, he's learning what home means to him. and being with people is most like home, because again, like before he met like this group is in particular, it used to be the brothel, but now that he's had to cut ties with that, he doesn't really feel like any place is his home. He feels that contributing to a group and contributing to the greater good is his home. You know.
Kane, such a precious boy. When you said that, literally the first thing that popped into my mind was like a feel-good 2002 movie where it's like he learns what the true meaning of home is.
Yeah. I think he
falls in love with Sarah, but then marries Valor.
Movie.
And Kane's Santa Claus.
It's a fucking Christmas romance movie.
So I
Hallmark
think
Christmas Channel.
it's it's he's finding his home right now as we speak.
All right.
There you
It's
go.
like Philo, but Kane
Yeah.
finding his way home.
God damn it.
Valor.
Boy, I think mine's gonna be different because even though Valor is a bounty hunter and has been traveling around, like
She left her home of Cormyr.
she left, and she still considers it her home, and she did like fight in wars for them. So like I feel like she's got a very strong connection to Cormyr, even if she isn't there a whole bunch. But like as soon as she gets back, I feel like we'll probably see it. She's just like extraordinarily comfortable there. It's like there are some people, but that's different. That's not the place. It's a home, but the place is fine. The
Okay.
place is great.
Yep. I get you. All right, Temin.
What is home? Honestly, I think for him, he doesn't even really know what home is, as he was always on the battlefield and always moving around with the people around him. So he's more adept in the sense of we were always on the move, kind of like Ko, but he is able to make any place his home in a sense, as he is able to rest and continue moving forward, because that's what it is to him. He doesn't have a sense of like warmth and belonging when he thinks of home, because he doesn't have that concept of not knowing what war is before that.
Yeah.
So it is all around him. At the same time, it is nowhere for him.
I get that. All right. And Phoebe.
It's me. So what I would say for Phoebe is that she loves she feels at home and a strong sense of community. So, if you were to ask her where she felt at home, it would probably, the first instinctual answer would be her hometown or her village, because that was where she grew up. She knows the community. She was able to contribute and grow up there. But I don't think she's able to kind of make the correlation between the found home type of perspective that she's finding amongst her company. So instinctually her hometown, but we'll see by the end of it.
That we will. All right. Well, that brings us to our brief recap of the prior episode. Following their victory in Skullport beneath Waterdeep, returning above ground, they found many refugees pouring in from the south as Baldur's Gate was being taken over by a small army of Warforged. The party all contributed to aiding these refugees, seeing some familiar faces, making some important appearance in the effort. And the next day, they met up with Leyrol, who had appeared to them as a spirit because she could not be there in person. And she brought the party to meet with some old familiar faces. Firstly, the kobolds from the Small Hopes campaign had made it to Waterdeep with some valuable information in regards to the Warforged, as well as something called a homunculi, which appears to be a building block of Warforged in the land of Faerun. They also were reacquainted with an old friend, Evan,
Yeah.
He's not dead. Where's the body?
Evan was
In
never
front of us.
dead. I can't believe you guys thought he was dead the whole time.
Idiots.
Listen, I would have burned the campaign down. I would have pulled Don Carr out of the Shadow Realm, and
And-
everybody would have died.
We also learned what exactly makes Sebastian one hell of a butler.
Oh my God, fucking Sebastian, this
Because he's
goddamn
not
guy
a
'Cause he-
butler.
fucking infiltrates us, and he's just like, oh God,
Well,
man.
thank God he used
Too
his power
goddamn
for
good.
good.
As it
I
turns
mean-
out, Sebastian is the champion
Yes.
of the Raven Queen. And the Raven Queen,
Emo boy.
What
the
is
goddess of fate, has had her eyes on the party for quite some time. Specifically, since Cain had received the collar. Leyrol informed the party that their next venture leads them to the Sea of Fallen Stars. Time can wait no longer. Baldur's Gate is gone. And so they must make haste as soon as they can, gather what they need, speak to whom they need to, and begin the long journey to the west, leaving the Sword Coast behind. But not before Leyrol dubbed them champions of the Sword Coast. And we pick up right after that. Evan left your company and went back to his tower. He said he had some things to take care of, but you are more than welcome to stop by before you leave. Sebastian is still there with you, and the kobolds are getting bored being surrounded by books and seem to have scampered off to another portion of Castle Waterdeep, probably to cause some trouble. So, within the archive of Castle Waterdeep, Sebastian looks at all of you. Well, I suppose if there's anything that I can do to help you, let me know, and I will be sure to get it done. I guess in the meantime, if you need a meal or anything, I can head back to the estate and make sure that you have one before you head off. Actually, perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. Lorasi, will he be heading with you?
I don't think Lo would fare too well with.
Ah, good. Then he needs
Things
somebody
you've
to
got to
cook for
come.
him and take care of him. So I will stay with the estate and make sure that that is all taken care of. Of course, Sarah is welcome anytime.
I would assume so. Apparently, they're getting married.
Well,
Oh,
no,
when
I
did
thought
this
it
happen?
was-
With Valor.
I
It's
thought
a,
it was
it's a throuple.
Valor.
It's a throuple.
Cain and Valor. Oh, well, you know.
Kane, Valor, and Sarah.
Yeah, we're a very happy couple.
I did not know you were getting to Sarah as well, Kane. Congratulations.
I'm
Cain
actually
gets
using
around.
Cain to get to Sarah.
Oh,
I'm,
Secret this whole time.
wow.
He's more than
It's
enough
like
man
that
for all of
picture
us.
of like the three people and like the guy's hugging the girl, but he's holding the guy's hand. You know, it's just like that.
well, I'll be
Exactly.
sure to let Sarah know before I go.
Absolutely.
Also, let her know about the wedding too. You know,
Oh yeah.
that she's
Right
a part
on.
of.
I mean, I could let her know right now if you want. It's
No. These things are best done in person.
Yeah, these are in person.
You don't propose over text.
What the?
No.
Listen, whatever text is, I don't know what that is.
I was
But
gonna say, what's
I-
Over message.
Over message. Over
will-
messenger.
I
Send
will
it.
be sure,
AOL
Sebastian. I will be sure to let her know. Thank you, Sebastian.
I'm sorry,
Of course.
guys. It's already
Well,
night.
I will see you all back at the estate before you head off. Kane, there is something I wish to talk to you about later, but we can get to that. And then he conjures a black mist, much like had happened when he transformed from a raven into his human form, and he steps through it and the mist dissipates, and he is gone.
We get magic like that since we're champions too.
I think it's more inclined to his being in league with the Raven Queen.
Okay. I want a sword. She said there were gifts.
She did say that. Off to Leyrol then.
Probably for the best.
Oh, they were all left. So she was there in a...
Oh yeah, in her incorporeal
You
form.
left him in
Yep, and then she said,
truck.
well, my time has run out, and I must leave you all, and then she just dissipated.
Did she say where they were?
Specifically not. She had stated that she had to go in hiding because Bane had killed 2 gods. Remember?
I was talking about the gifts.
the gifts, not her herself.
Not her, I remember that.
Sorry. Yes, she said that they were at the western gate, north of the cemetery.
Off to north of the cemetery.
Yeah. Unless it's like on our way out and we should hit the other stuff first.
What else do we have to do in the castle?
Well, it's been a rather long day. I would assume gather what we need for the trip and maybe get some rest.
It's
That
morning.
It's morning. We just woke
This
up
was
and
the
came
first
straight to
thing
the
you
castle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
this was a long day event and we're just getting out of school.
No.
Nah, you don't get
Cool.
to take your little nappy
We
nap.
just got
Not
on the
yet.
school bus, everybody.
This was just the morning assembly.
Okay, morning assembly.
Okay.
The door to the archive swings open, and one of the castle guards walks in. Oh, yes, I was hoping you all would still be here. Champion, the lords have called an emergency meeting. They need your presence.
What the fuck do they want?
Oh.
Alright.
Are they all gonna be masked and stuff again? Or are they all gonna be like hidden and whatnot? Who's technically the new open lord right now? I know there is a temporary one, but who's the open lord?
Well, between you and me and the rest of you, I think that's what the meeting is about, since Leyrol has been missing. I mean, she said she was leaving, but there were no specifics. Listen, I was just sent to get you.
Fine. We'll make your job easy and short. I'll go. Reluctantly, may I add. But I will go.
If I have to write down this encounter, I will put reluctantly. Certainly.
But not. Thank you for understanding.
The rest of you are free to come and go as you wish. Leyrol did state specifically that you all were to be given the same regard as the champion. So, you are free to roam how you please.
Oh, so we could go to the Lord's meeting too?
Well, I'd have to ask my supervisor.
Well, you said they get the same treatment as me.
Same regard as the champion.
Well,
Let's
I
face
mean,
it, King doesn't want to deal with them by himself, so we'll be there.
Kane is the champion of Waterdeep, and his position is stated specifically in the Lord's Council. But the rest of you are champions.
Of the Sword Coast.
Of the Sword Coast, yes.
Of the
All
Sword
of the
Coast
Sword
who have the
Coast.
same
Regard.
abilities as me, regard.
I'll have to. I'll have to
cover
check
more
on
territory
that.
than
we
Kane
can
does.
probably
I
do
mean,
it.
like,
We
Kane
can-
is
we can
kind
do
of
it
your
ourselves.
supervisor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. Let's talk about that.
You're right, sir. You're right. I'm terribly sorry.
Listen, let me put it to you this way. What if the entire meeting got attacked, right? We're Kane's backup. You don't want the champion of Waterdeep in there by himself. He might die. I'm joking. You won't die. It's Kane.
he won't.
But my point is, where he goes, we tend to follow because he's our leader.
Well, you are.
Our leader.
He
And
can.
I am your leader.
He's also your leader.
Listen, he can grant you access to view the meeting, but you cannot have say in what happens during the meeting. Can we agree on that?
Oh no, I just want to see what happens.
Well,
Fine. That is.
we'll have to play it by ear because
Oh
Yeah, I can't make promises on
we're
that one unless
we're
you
the
can get
ones
a,
who are actually doing the work.
unless
so.
you can get him a muzzle. There's no way he can sit on it.
Oh, God, I need this job. All right. Just come with me. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna nod and I'll go with him.
I'm gonna say to everybody telepathically, we really need to stop fucking with people who. This is way above his pay grade.
That was
So-
so nice. We were just so nice to him right there. You could have been so much meaner.
It was
What are you
just
talking
light
about?
bullying. It was just a little.
That was mild bullying at best.
I bully.
Someone?
So, you're led to the council chamber of the Lords of Waterdeep. Kane, you are led through a secondary door like you were at the meeting of the Lords Alliance, if you recall, where you're led through a spiral staircase to an alcove that holds a chair for you. The rest of you are brought into the bottom of the council chamber. It is, if you recall, a tall cylindrical room where the chairs line the walls going up. When you head in, you note that there are 6 members now, 6 lords.
Decreasing, correct?
Last time you were here, there were 7 lords and the open lord, Leyral. So now there are 6. However, looking around, you can tell that some of them aren't the same people. Most notably, the dwarf does not seem to be among them. If you recall, the very outspoken, boisterous dwarf who did not take too kindly to the champion.
Yes, I remember him.
Somebody got his ass.
Yeah.
As you walk in, they're kind of chatting with each other, and then as the champion joins them, they all kind of hush, and one calls the meeting to begin. Nope. I literally just grabbed it. Hold on.
Let's
see.
set the mood.
Morning assembly. This is the part where, everyone will be talking, but we're just the exclusive party that bullied our way in here, so.
They're watching from like a fucking surgical window. Like,
Yeah,
oh
we're
my
talking
God.
Yeah.
up in the nosebleeds.
Can you read lips?
You've got a box
Probably.
seat for the viewing. Hey, if they have that, it makes you wonder who else has been sitting in on the council's meetings.
True.
Bum bum.
Parties.
I don't know why we were gonna start singing the SVU theme song there. It was...
Bum 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 bum.
You know what? We're doing Syrinscape's job right now.
These are the stories.
Syrinscape, sponsor us.
We'll get your
Shitty
shit together and
program.
then sponsor us.
Sirenscape, I want you to know right now, don't sponsor me. I don't want your sponsorship. Your program's broken. How about that?
Xavier, they're
What?
gonna ban you. Imagine
They're gonna ban me from using
You
Sirenscape?
can't use Syrinscape.
Oh, that would be hilarious. All right. So, they call the meeting to begin. Welcome, lords, champions, to this meeting of the Lords of Waterdeep. As you all are already aware, Leyral is not with us, and thus we need to call a vote for the next Open Lord. We need someone to guide us in these trying times. Now, a reminder, as some of you are new to your positions, and stated by Leyral, each of us will present our case, state what we believe should happen, how it should happen, and we will all then afterwards take a vote. The champion holds 6 votes, and the rest of us hold 1. The champion may also make the case for himself to be open lord, though it might defeat the purpose with his current duties.
I looked at Ko. If we are champions, does that mean our votes also count for 6?
I think that might be exclusive to the champion of Waterdeep in particular. Though, being champions of the Sword Coast might have some sway. Potentially.
Before we begin presenting ourselves, I propose a vote for a movement. Considering the reduced number of lords on the council in these times, we should reduce the voting power of the champion. As we know, his weight of 6 was meant for our initial size of 12. As there is half of us, I propose that we dox his voting power by half. All those in favor? 3 raise their hands. All right. Well, then it shall still stand. He looks over at you. Champion, you still have your 6 votes in this very important matter. So, with that concluded, each of the lords begins to make their case. You can tell that they do care very much for Waterdeep. It seems that the new lords Leyrol has chosen to join the council were chosen purposefully. They care about the people, they care about the matter of their safety, and they all seem to have a different opinion about how to deal with the growing threat of these automatons, now known as Warforged. Kane, all of you, while you're listening to each of their cases, you just kind of, you get that sense you're not there. You haven't fought them. You don't understand what's coming your way. You don't get it. And so a lot of their suggestions of, oh, well, we'll be fine. They just wanted Baldur's Gate. A couple of assumptions that they just wanted the port, or maybe they're going after the mines. But, not a lot of real idea of how they're going to keep themselves safe in a specific instance. One of them mentions, well, we can just raise the magic barriers again. Waterdeep's massive walls used to be able to channel a magical barrier. It hasn't needed it in a long time. They would just need the Black Staff of Waterdeep in order to do so. But even they admit themselves that they're not certain where that staff is. So an idea, but not one that they could fully see through at the moment. Now, Kane, would you like to present your case for Open Lord, or are you waiving that?
Kind of like thinking about, I have to be out there. I can't take this position, and it's not the fate that's written for me. And I know Leyrol will be back hopefully soon, and I do not want the position. So Kane will convey he is uninterested and believes that there should be somebody who can take it for whatever reason they can, and be able to stay here and be a good representative.
Okay. Well, with that stated, we shall now begin our votes. All those and then you hear a door open and close. And everything kind of goes quiet for a moment. And people look around. And you hear the sound of boots on stone. And movement is seen in the Open Lord's alcove by the chair. And a figure steps around it. and leans on the railing. Y'all didn't think you were gonna cast votes for this position without me here, did you? It's Durnan.
Yeah.
A little birdie told me that, you punks needed a new open lord. Yes, Durnan, welcome. We do, and while we very much respect you, you no longer have a seat with the lords. Yeah, well, I do now. Under whose authority? Leron's and the champions. So I believe that makes it 8 votes. I don't think you have the ability to say no, now do you? They all kind of look at you, Kane.
I'm gonna look at him. I look back at everybody else. Well, if he wants to come back and be a vote on the panel, yeah, I'll let him. And then we can decide if he maintains open lord. Because he technically wasn't thrown out when you leave on your own accord. I look at him with like this, like, what were you thinking?
Well, then it's settled. I'm back on the council. So, with that being said, I'd like to present my case for open lord. Well, we've already gone past that, you know, you're late. No. No. Here's what's gonna happen. I've seen the destruction that these things can cause. They destroyed my entire tavern. They went into the Undermountain, slaughtered our people. Are you all forgetting that? It's not just a matter of hoping that they don't come up here. They will come up here. And it's what we're going to do when that happens. These refugees can't stay here. They need to go elsewhere. I do like what you had stated with finding the Black Staff. Won't be very hard to find as I have it. We can erect the magical barriers again. We should probably reach back out to Never Ember and see where he is on gathering alliances for us. We have the other members of the Lord's Alliance out there. And I am the only one of all of you that has connections with all of them. This position may just be temporary, and let us all hope that it is. And for now, we should give it to somebody who has the capability to do with that position. I don't wear your masks. I prefer to be known. So let's keep it that way. All right. So, the voting process begins. There are now 7 candidates. You may vote. You may vote 2 times, and then if there is a tie, there will be another vote. They go through. 1 or 2 get 2 votes, and then it comes down to Durnan. All those in favor for Durnan to become the new Open Lord. And you see 3 hands and Kane's hand, making it 9 votes, and impossible for any others to win.
It was a landslide.
Oh, landslide victory.
Well, by the power of this council, we do ordain Durnan as our new Open Lord. And there is a applause. All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, there's much to do. So I'd say for now, all of you go to your districts. See what your people need there. Make sure that they have given enough. Make sure that they have space. We need to take care of these people while they're here. I'll call another meeting tomorrow. And then he looks down at our champions. All of you, come meet with me. And he heads out. And you all meet up with him in one of the side offices, chambers.
Conference room.
Yeah.
As I walk in, I'm gonna just start the conversation. So, Durnan, where the fuck did you come from?
Oh, well, you know. Once I was done wallowing over the loss of all my earthly pleasures and... not wanting to get involved... Well, I was reminded of the importance of such a thing. So I started helping with refugees, and then some big blue scaly asshole came and made me feel like I was doing a good thing.
Hey, that sounds kind of like you, Kane.
I'm gonna just not move, but like my eyes will shift to Temin, and they shift back to Dirty. Dirty. So, yeah, I was pretty pissed at you when Layral told me you left willingly. Didn't think you had your head so far up your ass that you'd step away from this kind of power and responsibility. Being unmasked, I think, is a smart thing too, because the other people in the council already know you were on the council. Volunteered yourself for Open Lord keeps their identity shielded.
Well, there's that, and as I said, I'd be
Yes,
the only
you've
one that could
seen
do
it.
anything with it.
And I agree. You have the ability, you have the know-how, you have the connections. But the thing I need to make sure is you have the ability to step down when Layral comes back, because she will come back.
I don't doubt it, and I hope she does. And I certainly will.
That is another reason why I voted for you. So don't be an asshole. But I know you're an asshole when you get the job done. But don't fuck it up.
I think we only have one shot at this.
Just try not to start any fist fights when you plead your case. How about that? We need an Open Lord that can handle the council.
Yeah, I can handle all of them.
So, what do you suggest our next move to be? I already have a pretty good understanding of what we should do, but I need to make sure it's under your understanding and what you desire.
Well, as far as I understand it, you all are to head west. But that's about all I know. If there's anything I can do to help you in that, let me know. But as for your next step, Layral's already told you what you need.
Yep. So as long as you know we're going west, we probably won't be coming back here anytime soon.
I understand that.
I'm gonna look at everybody else. Is there anything you guys would like to request or need before we leave?
Well, Layral said that there'd be some gifts for us. So definitely you want to check in on that. Otherwise, maybe some basic potions in outfitting for the battles to come. We don't know how consecutively we might be facing our enemies and if there'll be any downtime in between. So it's best to be as prepared as possible.
Certainly. I know that you have supplies gathered for you, but I will see to it that there are proper armaments as well.
Oh. Also transportation.
You have a
Can that be
carriage.
arranged? There we go. Perfect. Then I think we'll be all set.
Yes, heading on foot will take too long. We would grant you other means, but Leyrol has reason to believe that even using our teleportation sigils would be at risk.
That's fair.
Feel
Do you guys
confident.
need anything?
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Just anybody else need anything? Can think of
No,
anything we might need.
You've been around for a little bit, right, Jordan?
I can't die.
Oh, that's not the same thing.
I've been in Waterdeep for a couple hundred years. I knew the last champion.
Okay. You said not longer than you?
No, I said longer than me.
Oh. Would you mind taking a look at something to see if you can read it?
Sure.
It's written and I don't understand it, and I didn't know if you might recognize the name or what's in it.
Okay.
She's gonna take out the journal and she's gonna hand it to him.
Well, I don't need to be 200 years old to remember Calcifer.
Who was he? If you don't mind sharing.
Well, he was a uppity little halfling. Definitely had a lot of theories about ways that magic could be implemented into the physical. Which there are plenty of attunements and things that can be done to armor and weapons, as we all very much know, but he was much more focused on giving life. More than a familiar or a summon or necromancy or anything like that. It was something new. Involved a lot of math, as I'm seeing here. Unfortunately, this is beyond me.
It's a lot.
But I can tell you that Calcifer was a good man. Though at the end of his days, he kind of became more recluse, distant. We lost touch with him maybe a decade ago.
Did he say where he was going or what he would be moving on to?
No. Only spoke about a breakthrough and someone who was very much interested in his work. I always figured that he must have been successful in some form.
Well, that's more than helpful. I think I can't tell you what that means to me.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be of help. Do you know what is his significance to you?
The last name.
Oh. Do you know others that shared his surname?
My mom.
Oh. I see. Well then I'm sorry that you have not heard from him.
I didn't know he existed, if I'm being honest.
Well, that is another thing. I never knew Calcifer had a woman. Let alone a child.
I don't think. Well, I don't know what to think, if I'm being honest. It's a lot.
Well, he's a good man.
It's really reassuring. Thank you. I'll take that back if you don't mind.
Oh, he handed it back to you.
Oh, okay. He was like, well, I'm all set.
Oh, I have a question. Where'd you find the Staff of Power? Because those other old stanky lords said they had no idea where it was. Did you just, like, find it somewhere?
No, I've had that thing for quite a while. At the Yawning Portal, I had plenty of magical trinkets and items, and, yeah, you know, when I had become a Lord of Waterdeep, I may have acquired it.
A collector. I see. Well, very cool. I was just curious, interested in bits and baubles and history as well. It's neat. I hope I don't have to see it work, but it'd be cool to see it work.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd ever have to use it. That's why I just took it. It was, something great for the collection, which I've lost most of, but fortunately that had survived. I gotta rebuild that tavern. Hopefully I don't have to rebuild the whole city.
Fingers crossed. Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
Anything else?
I'm gonna look at Temin.
I would like us to have a meal. It is tradition for the Eastwind Battalion to have a final meal together with our friends before we depart. Because it may be the last meal we share together.
Is that an invitation?
Please, you are welcome as the new Lord of Waterdeep.
Ah. Now the champion is gonna serve old Durnan.
I won't do it. Sebastian will. He's pretty damn good.
Well, then I'll meet you at your estate this evening.
Fair enough. Alright, before we burn all the daytime we have here, I do have other errands to run before I depart, so I'm glad I'll be seeing you again tonight, Durnan.
Take care of what you need to. I'll see you later.
I'll nod and head out.
Okay. Where to next?
I'm gonna clear my throat. Alright, everybody. If you would all like to go gallivanting around town for whatever reason, have at it. I am going to make a couple stops on my own, and I'll be back at the estate tonight for dinner, of course.
Can we come with you?
Phoebe, he has to make his proposal to Sarah in private.
Okay, you can come with me, but none of you you guys just focus on you. Don't talk to Sarah. Don't talk to Sarah. But you can come with me if you'd like. But no one talks to Sarah.
Oh, we
No
can't
one
really
talks
pass
to
up
her
this
in
opportunity.
General or about the you know what?
What are we talking about?
I will leave you right here.
We're gonna go talk to Sarah.
No, I'm gonna go talk to Sarah. Don't you guys have people you want to say goodbye to in town?
Lo's
No.
already at the estate, so.
No, everyone's like, no. Oh, Kane begrudgingly is like, if you want to come with me, you can come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
I mean, there is a parlor room where you all will find your own companion to chat with if you'd like, so.
Oh, we're going there. Well.
Our own horse to marry.
We all get to find our own with a heart of gold.
And I'm just gonna kind of like shake it off and be like, the girls there are very nice.
They are.
Phoebe,
They're really nice.
Oh, yes, they are.
They would probably love to see
Very
you
nice.
again. Very nice.
Kane, is this the place that you never bring me to?
Yes. It's a place that you know about very well. Would you like to come?
Yes.
Fine,
Finally.
let's go. Someone has. I'm gonna whisper to Ko and like Ballard, like a group. Someone has to watch Temin.
I will leave that to you, Valor.
What?
I've been waiting a long time to see this place.
Ko
This
wants to get his
special
flirt
place.
on.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
need time
I'm
there.
about
You don't
to-
just want to visit for a minute. You need to spend some time there.
No. I'm there to experience what Kane has experienced at this place that he's
Can
been
Tevin
hiding.
not come? Why do we need to?
No,
pay for
Tem. I mean, it's really messed up if we just leave one of us behind.
Also,
Oh,
bringing
no,
Phoebe.
yeah, no.
bring Phoebe.
So
can't leave
why
Tevin.
do you wear those stickers on your chest?
Shut up.
Why can't we bring Tevin? Guys!
We can totally bring him. You just have to watch it.
Why wouldn't I come?
Okay.
Can he come?
Can
Stop. We go to the
The
brothel.
mysteries
Close
unfold.
this. And the book's closed.
Alrighty.
I am a
So
child.
Yeah, but you've been in the brothel before, haven't you?
Yeah, they took care of her and had tea with her. They
Yeah.
hang out with her.
yeah, it was a
They're
very
incredibly
pleasant
wholesome there.
experience.
They're professionals.
They are very wholesome. The parlor room, nothing happens. Unless you get a side room, the parlor room is just to hang out and feel
I
good.
was just referring to Xavier's joke.
You you guys talk amongst
Child.
yourself. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds.
You okay?
We need.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez. Do we
DM
need
pause.
to see Evan for something?
No, we don't need to see Evan.
No,
for
we
anything.
totally have to see
Ever.
Evan because he is the
Ever.
best and he's
He's
alive.
the worst, and we never need to see him again. You
Is
guys
he gonna have any
have
magic things
your
for us?
confirmation. No, he took the dagger or what the fuck ever, and
I
he
gave it
dipped.
back to him.
And he
no,
dipped. He
He
took
did not
from
dip. He
us.
went back to his
What did
tower.
you-
He dipped.
He-
We're
he
leaving
very
him.
much dislikes.
We're leaving him. We don't need to ever
yeah,
talk
I
to him
think-
again.
I think we saw him last night when we saw.
Yep.
Yeah.
We saw him.
We saw him earlier today. I just didn't know if we needed to like swing by and say goodbye
Nope.
to him.
Oh yes, we do.
Professionally alive.
No,
Yeah, we have to
No.
say goodbye to Evan.
No.
Yes.
no,
Phoebe,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
don't
be
have to
too.
be there.
no.
You literally don't have
We're
to be
on a
there.
mission.
Yeah,
right?
to say
We're
goodbye
gonna
to
go
Evan.
talk to the pretty ladies, and we're gonna leave.
Evan can be a pretty lady.
No,
Evan
That makes
could
him a
be
liar.
pretty lady.
That makes him a liar. No.
I hate that man.
Oh my god. I actually forget
Fancy
the actual
attitude.
reason. What happened?
Don't
Remind
remember
us.
what sparked it. What
Remind us,
sparked it?
Kelsey. What
He is
happened?
the rudest individual Phoebe has ever met.
What
Oh,
actually
because he
happened?
doesn't say please and thank you all
You
the time.
literally
That's
have
why
met
you don't like
murderers.
Evan.
Yeah,
You literally met
but
murderers.
they're dead.
No, the Tabaxi's not.
Evan doesn't say please or thank you, and that's why Phoebe doesn't like him.
Evan doesn't say please or thank you. He's the worst person I've ever met, even though
Yep.
I've been.
Dude,
I was
Phoebe's got some weird
abducted.
politics, all right?
Oh my
I do
God.
not feel bad about
Meanwhile-
Phoebe
Poor
or
Evan.
Phoebe ever
Meanwhile, she
fucking
was
again.
fine with trying to bridge the gap between goblins and kobolds.
Yep.
but
Oh.
hates
She's like,
Evan.
he didn't say thank you. I fucking hate him.
He was mean to her
We
friends.
were diving into Phoebe's trauma, and then we all realized how stupid it was.
All right. So, you all depart from Castle Waterdeep and are headed on your way to the Gilded Nymph. Now, as you do, it is approaching midday, and the refugees are, they're talking with each other, they're trading, they're, sharing experiences. It seems right now they're just trying to distract themselves from their current situation. The market district is busier than ever. You have locals, you've got refugees from Baldur's Gate. Everybody is kind of trading and bartering. You can tell that things are being exchanged at rates that they wouldn't typically be, a little cheaper, which is good to see. You also see items being bartered for other things. It's very nice. And as you are passing through, you have to go to the north end of the market district to get to the Gilded Nymph. Phoebe, you hear a familiar voice.
Well, all you have to do is just rub it on your feet before you go to sleep, and when you wake up, the fungus should die down. You shouldn't wear your leather shoes while they're wet. It's very bad for your feet.
Where is she? Where is she?
You see Geke. Not far from the twig and sprig. She's talking to a older man, very poor complexion, but she's handing him this salve.
Phoebe's gonna run up and give her a hug.
Oh, Phoebe!
Hello!
Oh, it is so good to see you.
I'm so glad that you're okay. How are you doing? Is everything okay here?
Oh, I am great. I'm just doing my part to help everybody. Giving a lot of things away for free.
Oh, do you need help for the day?
Oh, no, I have it. Besides, I'm sure you have very important things to do.
Well, you understatement of the year, but I wouldn't mind sparing any time if you needed it.
Well, sure. How about this? I have a package that needs to go to the north end of the market district. There's a gentleman there who needs it. He's a little ill, and it's important that it doesn't spread, so he needs to get this.
Okay, I could absolutely do that.
Okay. Yep. So she heads into her shop. You're more than welcome to step in. Let's say you follow her into her shop. It's in disarray. The last time you were here, very organized, everything labeled, just the neatest place you've ever seen. And right now, things are kind of all over the place. There are drawers pulled out of the big thing of drawers and kind of just placed around and stacked up on each other. A lot of them are empty and kind of just over to the side. You see that she, in the back, she had where she was growing some herbs. Although a lot of them were imported, she did pride herself in her herbalism. And you can tell she's kind of been in overtime in the past couple of days, getting as much as she can together. She comes back to you with a pouch with some herbs in it.
Tell him that he can either eat a little bit of it for a couple days, or he can dilute it in some tea, but he needs to have it twice a day if he has it as tea.
Okay, I won't forget that. I'll be sure to tell him.
Perfect.
And she kind of just describes to you where his shop is on the north end.
That would mean a lot to me, Phoebe. Then I can get back to taking care of this.
You definitely look like you have a lot on your hands.
Oh, well, you know me.
No one's caused you any trouble, have they?
Oh, no, everyone's been very wonderful.
Good. I remember that one gentleman, and then we have all the refugees, and there's a lot.
Oh, yes, well, people in Baldur's Gate are, very accustomed to their form of bartering, but, there's no reason to barter if I'm just going to give you what you need, so.
I was gonna say, not like we have a lot of choice. While I'm out on my trip, if I find any special plants, or if there's anything you need me to be on the lookout for, I could definitely do that and bring it back for you.
No, I think it'll be all right. No need to worry yourself to look out for things for me.
Well, I always will. You looked after me. So
Well, that is why you're so sweet.
I try. Well, I'll leave you to it. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You're busy enough as it is.
Oh, before you go,
She runs to the back and grabs some things.
for you and your companions,
She runs back and grabs one more.
one for all of you.
And she gives you 5 pouches.
What are these?
These will help you feel invigorated. They'll help you in the morning.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, it's the smallest I could do.
Well, it means the most, so please take care of yourself. Find time to sleep.
Of course. And you take care of yourselves.
Always. Just gonna give her one more hug and then run back out.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to Geke. And I'm gonna crouch down because I'm so fucking big compared to her.
Ah, I remember you.
I remember you.
Are you keeping well, champion?
Yes, I am. And I also wanted to tell you that that little Phoebe right there is a champion of the Ski Coast. Isn't she great? And then I'm gonna stand up and start walking away.
Phoebe's a champion now?
And I'm gonna keep walking.
She waves from the door.
Be safe, be safe.
Take care, Kiki.
You too, Temin.
I don't know who you are, but you seem pretty cool. Bye.
Yes. It's our first time meeting. Goodbye. Hello and goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Yeah, hello, goodbye.
I gave Phoebe some herbs for all of you. Make sure you take them in the morning.
Yes, we'll roll it up and smoke it in the morning. Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't advise smoking it if it wouldn't be great for inhalation.
Good wake up.
Phoebe goes on to scold Ko as they make their way over to wherever they're going
Don't
next.
embarrass
Perfect.
me in front of my old boss.
It's my boss.
Well, on your way to the Gilded Nymph, you do make your stop and drop off the package for Geke. The man is very appreciative. You can tell by his voice it's raspy. He's got the start of a cough. And he takes the instructions that you give him, and he's very grateful. Okay.
Good deeds.
Wow. At the Gilded Nymph. Out front is a familiar face.
Could be so many. Which
So
Could
one?
be
so
anybody.
many people.
Yes.
Could be any. We're still outside.
Just
Which one
just
is
Tell me
sit
right
there
now, I'm
and
gonna throw up.
it? Go up
The guard.
everywhere.
Oh my god, the guard.
Guard,
Fucking
bro.
like-
Yeah.
Hard.
Oh my god, what's his face? Nah, he's in prison.
No,
Oh,
no, the one that was like friends with me.
Sir Francis.
Oh, okay. Sir, oh
Sir
my god.
Francis.
That guy.
Yeah, he's in
The
prison.
one that's like, Kane, you don't come visit us no more?
Yeah, I'm trying to find his name right now. Was it Carl? I feel like it started with a K.
I think there was a guy named Eric.
Was it Eric?
I don't know. Eric was
Just
one
a
of the
good
guys.
Bodyguard.
Check the VODs. Check the VODs.
Che-
Oh,
yeah, let's go check the VOD real quick.
Number
2, number 3. That was probably number 5. Anyways, we'll say that it was Eric. Why not? So you see Eric in front of the Gilded Nymph, kind of just watching people as they walk by, you know. The nymph does not appear to have opened its doors to just anyone. And then he recognizes you and kind of shakes his head. Ah, coming back. It's been a long time. I didn't think I'd see you back here.
I've been busy running around, you know, almost dying everywhere. Same old Kane stuff.
Well, I was told not to let you back in unless you were coming to see Galandra.
I'm sorry.
A wide smile crosses his face. Yeah, but don't worry about it.
Wait until she finds out he's getting married.
What was that?
I'm not
Valor is for sure doing like
Absolutely
ooh, like really quietly behind Kane, like ooh.
Kane, you're getting tied down?
No.
No.
Absolutely
Kane
not.
and I are just
No.
meant for
Oh.
each other,
We are
you know?
friends. That's it.
I
sure.
understand now. I
Put
see.
a ring on it.
You know,
Absolutely.
Eric, you gotta believe me, man. Is that one time like how I did the fake girlfriend thing? Yeah, I had to do it because this beholder was gonna fucking murder us. So you know.
Oh, a beholder. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely believe you
Loves
now.
telling that story.
You're
it's
right.
like he's embarrassed
right.
or something.
Great,
I don't know.
great. Listen, buddy, don't worry about it. Galandra's not even in right now. She's barely around anymore.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Left the golden nymph high and dry, huh?
Ever since you left, suddenly she just cares about other things.
Interesting. Well, anyways, I'm glad you're opening the doors because I was just gonna kick it down. You know, I beat you in arm last night, and you several times, and you have yet to pin me down. So
Hey. I don't care how many beholders you fight, alright? I'm sure I could take you on any day of the week. He starts flexing.
Eric, you wouldn't dare. I'm gonna start like walking past him.
Alright. Are they all with you?
Yes.
Okay. And he opens the door and lets you all in.
As I walk by him, I'm gonna politely nod. Oh, yes. Nice to meet you, sir. By the way, beholders don't have arms to wrestle with. And just continue walking.
Got him. I hope Eric got dumb now.
Eric stands there. Stupid.
Rookie mistake.
Oh my god.
Well, this is now 2 times this stream.
Oh, really? It
why
broke
is
again?
For sure, a real stream then.
Wow.
'Cause it's got to be at least once, but twice is a
Yeah.
confirmation.
I think our record's like 5 times.
Right.
That's too many.
Yeah, that's too many.
That's too many.
Being those the rookie numbers, yeah.
Alright. Well, within the Gilded Nymph, it has been quite some time since the party has visited here, so allow me to re-describe the scene for those of you that have not been here before. The Gilded Nymph is a high-class gentleman club. There are large, comfy sofas and pillows, and there are drapes of sheer fabric, incense lit everywhere, soft blue and purple stained lantern glass with soft light emanating from within them. There's kind of a dense smoke in the air, but it's not aggressive. It's very pleasant. Behind the bar is a familiar, fiery-haired elf. As you walk in, Kane, she sees you and crosses her arms. Well, have you been taking care of yourself out there, Kane?
Not dead yet, so yes.
Well, I can see that. And you've brought some friends with you. Oh, and I recognize you, dear. Welcome back. She looks at Phoebe.
Yes, this is Temin. He is
Go ahead.
amazing, and he is not like the Warforged you guys have seen, so please do not rope him in that category. My friend Ko here has been dying to see the Gilded Nymph for a long time, but I decided
Many
to
men
hold
are.
hostage. Yes, yes. And now I feel as being a champion of the Sword Coast. Actually, all of us are now.
Oh, fancy titles.
He has a wonderful title to be in here and meeting all the lovely women of the day and the night, right?
Well, don't let
And
it go to
then
your fat head, Kane.
And then my friend Valor.
Go ahead.
My
I
friend
like
Valor
you. Hi.
is very
Pleasure to
fiery,
meet you.
very fun, and is just here for the trip, you know?
Of course. So what
Fierce
brings you
women
back?
Love fierce women. Oh, I was actually looking for Sarah. I had to talk to her. I have a message for her from Sebastian, of course.
Okay. I think Sarah is in the back. In the dressing room.
Could you let her know that I'm here?
Sure. Would you all like a private lounge?
Sorry.
Yes, I think that would be that'd
For
be
all
great.
of us, yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
A group private lounge.
Keep them confined.
I'm gonna walk up to her, if that's okay. And,
Yeah.
Temin's actually going to put his hand out and take her hand, and take a knee and put her hand to his forehead. Kind of like do like a nice head bow type of thing, like, and almost do like a as if he were to kiss her hand, and stand back up and like bow like a gentleman. and then looked to the rest of them. Jameson said, brothels are blessed places where benevolent goddesses walk the grounds and ease the weariness of mortals. The women are to be protected, coveted, and respected for their duties.
Well, whoever your friend Jameson is, sounds like a good man to me.
Yeah, he's right. Nice.
Yes, he loved to visit brothels. He also loved drinking very much.
Speaking
Most
of,
of them do.
would any of you like anything?
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Like what? 1 p.m. Absolutely.
Yes. I'd like a Disaronno with Sprite, please.
Of course. Would you like a whole bottle of it?
You know what? Bring us a picture of both, and we'll mix them ourselves.
Yeah. That's what's left.
Actually, no, this is my other one. The one that we had is empty.
Yeah, I would believe it. Yep. It was almost empty at the end of that day.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So
Before you scurry away, though, could I actually talk with Sarah in private?
of course, I guess you wait here. I'll escort your friends to Lounge 3 and get Sarah.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then as they go away, I'll be like, goodbye.
Bye, honey. I'll miss you.
Oh.
I'll just like telepathically, good luck with your proposal, King.
And not knowing
Go
that,
get
while
him,
standing next to
Tiger.
Ko, after Ko's eyes light up, you see Temin also look to Ko and nudge him with his elbow, and then his eyes also light up similarly to Ko. And you actually see him point to Kane as he casts message, and you hear in your head, Kane, "Good luck, Ko. Good luck, Kane. I wish you the best in proposing to Sarah."
Just got multiple messages incoming.
I thought my stress was gonna be relieved when they moved away, but they made sure.
We're gonna make
Yes.
this as painful as possible. Good luck, sweetheart.
We're not in
Go get
high
him,
school
champ.
anymore. We don't have to do this stuff.
Stop
Well-
it, Mom. You're embarrassing me.
Hey, at least it was telepathically. Literally nobody else knows about it.
Not yet.
I'm not.
Well, with Kane waiting at the bar, the four of you are led to a hallway with several rooms coming off of it. She leads you to the third one. Within, you find a lavishly decorated lounge. There's like a seating area, like a curved seat with like a big table. There's also the cushions that Phoebe would remember from last time that you can just lounge on. Incense are being burnt. There's hookahs, everything you need in here. There is also a platform for a private dance, but the room is currently empty, save for yourselves. Well, make yourselves at home. One of the girls will be around to take orders if you would like anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All right. She goes and she passes by you, Kane, and heads to the back. And then before she gets back, you see Sarah rush out, and she sees you and she gives you a big hug. Oh, Kane, I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been? Are you all right? Have you been all right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like nervously embrace her and be like, yeah, as we're standing in the main room, right?
Yep.
Do you
Can we
think
like
that
peek around the corner and see?
we could have
You're down the
a
hall.
minute to like just you and me to chat real quick?
Yeah, we can head to the kitchens. They're not really in there right now.
If that's what you're comfortable with, we can definitely do that.
Well, I mean, it's the only real we could head to one of the lounges.
I'm just getting nervous for no stupid reason, because everybody else freaked me out.
Are you all right, Kane? She looks up at you with her beautiful blue doe eyes.
I'm gonna blush like a freaking anime character and look away.
He goes purple. Because it's red mixed with blue.
Why are you turning purple?
Violet, you're
Violet,
turning violet.
God damn it.
Whatever you're most comfortable with. We can go to the kitchen, we can go to the lounge, we can go like for a walk, we can do whatever. Just you pick.
She grabs you by the hand and leads you down the hall to lounge number 4.
Okay. This is what she picked.
All right, Kane. Well, we are in private. She sits
Right.
down. What is on your mind?
I am gonna like nervously just pace back and forth across from wherever she's sitting. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I will be leaving,
Oh.
and I don't know when I will be back. I've been coming and going pretty often, and I understand that we haven't been seeing each other much in between, and I just don't want to, bother you or hold you back from your life here and whatever you're up to. So I have just chose to be able to see you when you are at the estate, and that is easy when I'm again coming and going rather quickly. Anyways, what I'm saying is I'm going to be leaving, and I don't know when I'll be back. And I know that this has gotten a lot more complicated with these pretty much war now, and it is pretty bleak outside of these walls. But if you ever find that you can't be here, or it's too much, or something happens, Sebastian told me you can stay at the estate if you'd like.
You see her expression go from concern to confused, and then she kind of just looks at you and says, "Oh, Sebastian said that?"
I mean, yes, but I would also like that if you would stay there, you could. So if I do come back, you could be the first person I'd see.
Oh, so you're asking me to live at the estate?
Oh yeah, of course, if you want to live at the estate.
You see her kind of smile softly. The days kind of go by like a blur here. The most exciting memories of recent time are whenever I'm there, and even if I can't see you, it's nice to know that I'm where you will be.
I mean,
yes.
maybe if you're there and you don't really have to work and everything's taken care of, you could pursue maybe like pottery, or anything you'd like to do with your free time and not have to worry about.
I'm sure I could find a hobby. Yeah. Thank you, Ken. She just gets up and walks over to you and gives you a big hug, and then she stands on her tippy toes and places a kiss on your cheek.
I'm gonna hug her back and then just kind of like put my head down on her shoulder and just hug her a little bit tighter without killing her. I know, right? Like, damn, that didn't work out. And then I'm gonna stand back up and clear my throat. Also, you should just not talk to all my friends ever again.
Oh? What?
Uh,
But they're all so
Yeah.
wonderful. I love Phoebe, and Co is very charming. Tebin is a little strange, but I like him.
well, it's just that they drank some well water that was bad, and I told them not to, and they did. So now they're like thinking that we're married and stuff, and I just don't want to freak you out. So
Married?
yeah, and that I'm married to another woman. And
Kane!
No, I'm not. It's just, it's their thing. So they don't understand what they're going through. And Geke, you know, the one who does all the herbs, she told me we can't actually bring it to the attention because it will make them go crazier. So it's just something I don't want you to get caught up in.
Roll me a persuasion.
Charisma, persuasion.
While she's rolling,
Fucking good.
you
I don't want
said
this shit.
They're in booth
I have to
4,
bully your girlfriend.
Yes.
This isn't fair.
and we're in booth 3.
Yes.
She wants to
Can we
listen.
roll perception checks? Can I see if I can hear this?
All of you roll
If it
perception
comforts
checks.
you, I have a -1 to perception.
Wait. All of you who cares, okay? Not all of you have to do it if you don't want to.
If
Not
you
all
would
of
Let's
like
face
to,
it. We
you may
all
roll a
care.
perception check.
No, we all care.
What am I rolling?
What did I say? Persuasion? You get a +6.
Persuasion. for
Persuasion.
Kane.
I got +6. Come on. Okay, come on. I rolled a 3. +6 though. That's a 9.
She kind of raises her eyebrow at you. Uh-huh. I understand.
Yet.
Listen, I'm not married to anyone else. I don't want. No, I'm not telling people we're married. I like obviously stumbling over. Yeah, you know, just the well water. I swear it's the well water.
I think you've been drinking well water, Kane.
Good.
Damn it, this was going so smoothly.
Was it?
It's when you tried to cover your ass. It would have been fun.
You should have never brought it up. You should have never brought it up.
Rookie move. Rookie move.
Rookie
I rolled a
Because
16.
You guys are literally like feet away from her. You're literally going to run into her. Do you think
We're
you guys gonna
actually
walk out of this
having-
clean?
We're having this conversation over the wall right now.
I rolled
Well,
an 11 -1.
the-
out of 10.
The lounges are pretty well secluded. I mean, as they have to be for privacy's sake. With a 15 co, you most certainly can hear in. Valor, you can tell that they're talking, but you can't make out the words.
What are they saying?
I will relay.
Were you the only two trying to listen in?
In detail.
I got 15.
Mine
Phoebe
was a
can also
16.
hear.
Yeah.
If you got 15 or higher, you can hear.
Kane.
10, you can tell they're talking. Any lower than that.
We're reenacting them.
Temmin is not paying attention.
Okay.
Thank you, Temin. Thank you.
Because he doesn't care about you like
Temin's too busy looking at some of the erotic statues, trying to make out what he's looking at.
Oh, he knows.
Look at this one.
Oh.
By Jameson.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
It's
Jameson
not his
taught
first
him
time
everything.
At a brothel.
That's true.
Oh, that's right, Jameson. Yes. I'm just gonna exhale and look at her and say, "I'm sorry, but please, again, feel free to stay at this state."
I certainly will, Kane. Thank you.
Awkward silence.
They stopped talking. Are they still saying
She-
something?
Oh my God, I can't hear.
She looks up
I
at
can't
you
hear
expectantly.
anything. They stopped?
Banging
Well-
on the wall. Talk louder.
I guess, I'll... Well, you don't know when you'll be back. Will I see you later today, at least?
Well, I have some time before I have dinner, and if you would like, I feel like having you at dinner would be nice.
I'll be there.
Because, like, thank you. But I don't exactly have anything to do until then. So if you want to play a card game or something.
Hey, fucking goldfish. What the-
Kane's never had any relations with any of these girls aside from Galandra. Never.
Hey, duh.
She she shakes her head and she looks at you right in your eyes and she kisses you.
Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it.
They're not saying anything. Is something happening? I can hear 'em.
I'll kiss her back. I won't stop her.
Damn right.
Of course we're kissing.
All right. And we're going to switch to the other lounge.
Cole,
Stop
I
talking.
just thought of a wonderful idea.
What's
I'm
up,
patting him on
Kevin?
the shoulder as he's like really kind of like intently looking, like with the others. But like Temin's just like having a drink and just thinking, and he's just patting Cole on his shoulder. He's like, oh, I think before we go, I think it would be great if Ain were to join us, and we could call for some of the goddesses to
Yeah, let's
grace
go see what they're doing
us
right
with
now.
their presence, and perhaps even give us a dance, because Jameson said those were great battle dances that were to invigorate the morale of warriors
Oh,
before
yes. You most certainly, well, I don't know if you will, but most guys certainly will be invigorated after seeing the battle dances at brothels.
battle. I do find them to be rather strange, where they undress themselves of their armor, but
No. That's to welcome in the presence of each other. You have to be open to acceptance.
oh, I see. Jameson said it. Had always said it is the true warrior's way of bearing their honor before each other. But I understand now, Cole.
I'm sure you do. So, well, Valor, are you up for this?
For what? A dance? I got lost in the... What?
For the dances?
I got lost in the metaphor there a little bit.
Are you up for the women to come in and dance?
I feel like someone needs to take care of the kid if the other girls come in.
Yeah. Phoebe, what do we do with you? And she like looks at me with these eyes and is like, what do we do with you? It's just like,
What do you mean?
do you want to check in on Kane? It got really quiet over there, and just make
Well.
sure he wasn't assassinated or anything like that.
Assassinated!
No, don't worry, don't worry about it, Evan. Sorry.
Is there danger?
He literally breaks through the fucking wall to the next room.
The
You're like,
fucking
oh my God.
did.
It's attempting to
Oh my
hurt
goodness,
the
I didn't
beautiful
even think
goddesses.
about it.
God damn it.
I will say, Phoebe knows the girls in the lounge will take care of her. You've been here before.
Phoebe could just go hang out at the bar with the nice bartender.
Phoebe, go get some milk.
Liliana's
I'll
great.
pay
When
for
the
it.
bartender
I
is
don't
the
know why.
babysitter.
I'm feeling so disrespected right now.
Phoebe,
Phoebe's an
Phoebe,
adult.
why don't you
We've
come
been
in-
over this.
We
You
have
might
been
feel
over this.
weirder and more disrespected if you stay in there
second.
as well.
hold on. Valor, like, holds Phoebe by the shoulders. Phoebe, how old are you?
What year is it again? I forget. It's been a couple of months.
I think it's like 1462.
So
We get to carry the one.
I think I'm 18.
You are 18 years old. How sure are you that you are 18?
Is this an anime 18 or?
Valor
do
over
you
here.
know. Is this a halfling 18? Is this like
Valor's over here like, we are not grooming a child. Are you sure?
Let's be
A
real.
child.
If this was
Sorry,
anime
sorry.
18, she would be the stripper.
The
Like-
current year is 1499. That's the current year. I just had to look at my notes.
So now I'm 80. No.
1499. Phoebe is 18.
Baby, you are 18 years old.
Yeah, we didn't really keep track of things like that, so I think I'm doing the math right.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. That's fine. So, Here's an option for you.
So
Big
legally,
sister
she could be
time.
here.
Phoebe, there is an option for women to come in here and dance for us.
Okay.
It is rather provocative.
What does that mean?
Their
Mm,
breasts
What's
will be
happening,
out.
Valor? See what's happening, Valor?
So what's going to happen is these women are going to come in and they're going to take their tops off for us. And they're going to do their jobs. And it's meant to enjoy for entertainment for us.
To
For
invigorate us
anyone who
before
would
battle.
like to see it.
Well, if they're dancing, I mean, that would bring. That sounds. I don't see the problem here. Why are we making a big deal out of this?
All right, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Phoebe, I just wanted to be sure that we had your consent before going in and that you kind of knew what was going to happen. I didn't want to blindside you.
Well,
Trying to treat you as an equal here. But it
well,
seems
it
like you didn't know it was going to
seem
happen.
that way before. I feel like
I love how
everyone's
this is all
new.
happening without me. Like,
No.
I mean, not necessarily in this setting, nor for the purposes that I feel that you're insinuating, but I mean,
I'm gonna kind of like walk or lean over and kind of like pat Phoebe on the head and kind of like turn her head to Larry. Listen, we've all got one life to live, and there are a lot of experiences that the world has to offer. We're about to go to war, and I think it will be a very long time before something as magnificent as this, what is about to take place, gets to be experienced again. So I think you should do it.
I just don't understand why you have to come to an establishment to see this. Clothing is optional in the world. I don't understand why we're making
Not
such a big
everywhere.
deal out of this.
You're not entirely wrong.
Where I come
Not
from,
everywhere is it optional. I will say that. There are places that will get upset if you do not wear at least some clothing.
Yeah,
Well,
at least like a burlap
This
sack.
is not one of those places.
Well, right. So we're
You want
villages.
to be part of the
and-
ladies' jobs here? I don't think you actually know what the ladies do here, do you?
Well, they service people.
Yes.
You know in all the different ways that they can service people?
I'm starting to think that I don't.
Okay,
one
and
of
that's
the
okay.
ladies
That's all right.
That's all
Just
right.
sit back and
comes
I'll
in,
show you. Hold on.
to take your orders and see if you had any requests for entertainment.
I'll have one of everything, please.
There you go. You're really gonna learn today.
Maybe you
All right.
want like a tea or something?
Actually, that'd be very nice. Yes, please.
Okay, so she adds it all together. That'll be 4 gold and 6 silver, please.
I will cover this.
Okay. She takes your money, and before she gets back with the drinks, 2 ladies come in, and they begin their stuff. And
What kind of routine is it, DM?
so there
Describe in
is
vivid detail. I need
there's
it for my
a
immersion,
there
sir.
is a live band in the lounge, and you've been able to faintly hear them, but with with the dance, right? A lyre player comes in and begins to play a tune, and the ladies they begin to dance rhythmically to the beat of the music. They're feeling it. They're catching your attention. They're making good eye contact. They've got wonderful sheer fabrics on, that kind of thing where like it's loose, but it also clings in the right places, and it's all very alluring. And before any extra flesh is bore, more the drinks are brought in, and Phoebe, you get your tea, and the rest of you get your refreshments. All seems pretty like, it's provocative right now, but everything seems kosher and on the up and up. And then they begin to disrobe.
I love how you were waiting for a reaction.
Well,
we'll have to
you were
see.
too busy sending gifts in the live chat, so it's fine. Yep, they do their routine. They're professionals, you know. There are like receptacles for extra coins for tips.
I'd like to throw some extra coins in there, but more than anything, I think Ko would join in with the music and start playing, and maybe even try to switch up the tunes to see if magic can be made.
Okay, all right. I'm imagining a like medieval cover of Candy Shop starts playing.
Yes, hell yeah! Let's do it.
All right.
I love it.
Well, in the other room, Kane and Sarah, you have your time together, and we can just say that imagination will allow whatever happened to happen.
Cards, solitaire.
And then you just like huddle together.
You know, they said go fish a lot.
Go fish, go fish, go fish, go fish.
Go fish, go fish.
Well,
She fishing already.
Mhm.
at the end of all of it, is there anything else? Is there anything else you all would like to do at the Gilded
Show her
Nymph?
the extra stuff.
Ko wants a private dance.
No. I think. I don't know. How invested does Phoebe seem to be in? Is she just chilling? She just sipping her tea?
Phoebe's literally just sipping tea and she's just like watching them. She's like,
Cool.
Bet.
I'm gonna pull one of the dancers over, kind of whisper to her ear, and like, and then I'm gonna drop 2 platinum into the receptacle.
Whoa!
oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically, I'm like, hey.
She's showing you a lot of attention now. You know,
This
you're
is-
having a hard
this is-
time playing. She's all up on you.
This is the first time that I think Phoebe's had like this any sort of like event like this. Show her the best that you can offer, and you know what? Something nice for the robotic buddy over there on the side. He's only known fighting. His life. Show him a happy time. He really looks forward to the dances, you know.
She looks at Phoebe. She looks like a child. I mean, I can tell she's a halfling. She looks very young.
She's 18.
We checked.
And we're Val
on,
just
what
leaves
did
in.
you check?
Val just leaves in. We checked.
What did you check?
We checked with her.
On a scroll of Phoebe's birthday.
I swear to thee, God,
LD
I
Mathers
checked her
don't get
papers, and they were
Double-checked
sealed
with
on
her
the
is
date.
Showed us her
Divine
birth
intervention.
Well,
Oh,
the two ladies give Temin and Phoebe a very personal dance. One would say upon their laps.
Phoebe's just sitting there with the tea. It's like, oh.
Phoebe, put the tea down.
As the lady comes over to Temin, and she just sits in his lap, he's going to actually lift her hands gently, and he's actually going to, you see an aura start to emanate.
An aura?
Light actually shines on from him, and then passes on to her. So now she's like the light of the room, and he lifts her up gently. It's like, please continue your war dance. It invigorates my soul. Thank you, goddess.
Damn right, baby. All right.
I want to bring Tevin to a club so
I
bad.
fucking love it. Yes. I love this guy.
So this is a little too close for my comfort, but if you want to go dance with one of my friends, that's perfectly fine. You're doing a wonderful job, by the way. You look very beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
What did you wave?
She
She
then
her arm, I said,
you know,
like...
she's like, all right, you know, whatever, you don't want it, I'm not gonna force you. She kind of like dances up to Valor.
There you go.
All right.
Not cold
Badass
to her,
trailer.
but a dance is nice.
Okay. The dance is nice.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Hey, I
Valid.
literally thought of the other two, and I was just like, yeah, this is great. This
Don't
works
worry.
awesome.
I was gonna give you two. I wasn't there yet.
Don't worry about it.
It's
The
okay.
attention that I have received is lovely.
I love how all of this is happening in your room when you guys were literally like listening to me trying to pour my heart out and not have sex with Sarah. And you guys are the ones living your life.
Listen, we only have one life to live.
Listen, I'm leaving the other room to the fanfic writers, okay?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Yeah, leave it
That's
up to
good.
the imagination in there.
God,
Yeah.
let people who actually write do that one. This
All
is
right.
the hot mess room where we're
Well, I'm gonna
I make sure I order something for Valor before we end this.
I'm gonna
I got
call
you.
platinum.
I'm gonna call the brothel scene there before it becomes a half hour of lap dances.
We're never making it to the sea of
Have to
stars.
just be
You
lap
won't even
dances,
get
okay?
The cool sword I wanted to get this whole
No
time.
shopping, guys. No shopping.
I want
Brothel.
the sword.
We technically shopped, but for pleasure.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. So,
Yes.
it is midday by the time you exit the Gilded Nymph.
As we're exiting,
Sarah's with us, by the way, and I'm
Oh.
dreading it.
never mind it.
Sarah's
My
with
whole
you.
plan has changed. Sarah's with us.
Her hair's a
Welcome,
little
party
messy.
Stop it!
Maybe
Stop
from a
it!
rough
Sarah,
makeout
percent,
sesh.
Hi.
They've been
how'd it
fishing.
go? How'd your meeting go?
Oh, good.
Yes,
Good.
were you successful in proposing to Sarah?
Is this what
The
you were
well
talking
water.
about?
It's
As
the
soon as he
well
brings it
water.
up,
I swear to God.
Cole just starts like
Oh.
stifling
Yeah.
a laugh on the side,
Well,
like
whatever.
Sarah, you're married to Kane, and I'm also married to Kane now, so we're a nice little three-way happy.
I'm gonna jump behind Valor and be like,
She looks you
Yeah,
up
lean
and
over
down,
to the
Valor.
side.
I mean, if that's what Kane wants.
See, Kane, I told you she'd be cool. Secretly, I was just using Kane to get to you anyway.
Oh.
Sarah
gives
is
you,
very beautiful.
She gives you a wink, Kane. She's playing along.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank you.
Is there... I mean, you still have some time before it would be supper, and to head back to the estate. Is there any other stops you would like to make?
well, we have items to be acquired. Or
That's
did
when
we
you leave.
acquire them before we left. Okay, before we leave. Okay, we gotta go to Evans.
All right.
That's it.
The
Gotta go to
Owl's Eye Tower of Knowledge stands in the Castle Ward. You have not been there since your last discussion with...
Evans. I was just thinking about what the fuck is this kid's name
Was it
that we always
Jonas?
forget.
Jonas.
Jonas.
Yep.
That sounds familiar.
Jonas is not at the front door. There is a different acolyte there. He notes you all approaching, and he nods to all of you. Welcome to the Owl's Eye. Do you have business here?
Yes, we're going to see Evan, and I walk past.
Well, I can't just let you in, and then a portal opens in the door.
Don't worry, he's expecting us.
Oh, I see. Go ahead. All right. You step through
poor
and
peons.
feel that familiar force of the
Oh, it's been a while.
portal. And you are
Yeah.
in...
Cross-eyed
Coke
there for a
throwing
second.
up like crazy.
Go a little cross-eyed, a little bit, kind of like, swallow back down, some stuff.
all those drinks, all
Mhm.
that booty sweat. So, You step through into Evan's study, and you see Evan in there. Like things are moving around again. They're being sorted and reorganized, and he turns to look at all of you, and you note that he has shaved. He trimmed his hair, but he didn't cut it short like it was before. He's still wearing it long and loosely tied back. The bandage he was using to cover his left eye is now a eye patch with a bit of embellishment, leather embellishment on it. Ah, yes. Welcome, friends. I'm just reorganizing. It's been a while since I've been in here.
Yes, you look wonderful. With your one eye, like a beholder. With a big eye in the middle.
Yes, the better to behold you with, Temin.
Huh?
Ah, yes.
Oh, damn it. Well, it's great to see you back in where you belong.
Yeah, it's good to be back with stable ground under my feet. It is certainly tiring jumping around in the astral sea after a few months. What can I do for all of you? Would you like a drink?
Love one.
I'm gonna clear my throat. You should save some room for dinner, because Sebastian would be very upset if
That's right.
Oh, dinner.
full. Yes, dinner. And
I could do with a
Yeah.
proper meal.
we are going around and saying goodbye to some of our nearest friends. And luckily for us, you came back yesterday.
Ah,
And,
yes, so timely, almost as if it was meant to be.
Almost. And
You're lucky. It could have been Artur here instead of me.
well, we are, and that's why, if you'd like to come to dinner, we would like to have you with us.
I thank you for the offer, and I shall certainly be there.
And if you want, maybe you can bring your best books about griffins, so you and Phoebe can have some bonding time at the end of the table.
Oh, Phoebe, you're still interested in griffins.
I mean,
Was that?
yeah.
Did you ask about griffins before? Was that? Yeah. Okay. I thought I recalled.
So I think griffins were brought up at the council, but that was after Evan was gone.
Yes.
They
Okay.
were brought up to Phoebe because they're becoming endangered, and Phoebe doesn't want
Yeah.
them to become endangered.
I remember
Correct.
that. Yes.
Yeah. Zale.
Evan's favorite character.
Evan's favorite creature is. So let me rephrase that when you bring that up. Oh, Phoebe, you like griffins as well. I love griffins. They're magnificent creatures. Truly legendary.
I'm gonna smile a big toothy grin.
I will certainly bring some tomes. In fact, I have a couple.
Yes.
I heard that there was a meeting of the Lord's Alliance. Did that, the Order of the Blue Moon, did any of them show up?
Don't recall.
Yes.
But then yes.
Zale,
and you're-
the last rider of the Order of the Blue Moon.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah, yeah.
Phoebe.
He was the one with the griffin, right? Yeah.
With the long black hair. Yep.
Go ahead, Phoebe.
He was the only cool one. The
He
rest
was
of them were
very cool.
dickheads.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk to the NPC you love, Phoebe.
Oh, tell me, what was he like?
Someone showed up, and he was a proper gentleman, and he was dressed in very fine armor. And he had a very beautiful griffin with him, and her name was Belisi, and he told me that they were going extinct, and I said I would help however I could. So yes, I now have an interest in the griffins.
Yes, they're very fascinating. The bond that they have with these creatures. We can talk more about it later. I just, what I would have given to have been able to meet the last rider of the Order.
I look forward to our conversations later.
Yes, I can tell you're very much excited for it. Well, he manifests a bottle and a glass and pours one for you, Ko, and pours one for himself.
Is it our favorite one? Is the one that we always drink?
Yes.
There we go.
Well,
Guy.
it is. Oh, he takes another drink.
Let it ruminate there. It's just it's been a while.
So good to be back. You see, he lets go of it and it levitates in the air next to him. Now, there's something important for all of you. I told you before about Ko. There's one with a similar bloodline of yours, right?
Yes.
Working with the enemy. There's also something else. You gave this to me, and he pulls out the crystal dagger. Now, it is Artur's quest to finish the Living Gate, or at the very least, he's collecting the shards. I was going to give this to him, but it's rather unique. Seeing a shard in this state of being is not typical. And for one to have sentience such as this, the only shards with sentience would be the shard mines. It's rather unique. And as much as I would enjoy investigating it myself, unfortunately, my attention relies on something much more important, the pressing matter of war.
Mm-hmm.
So I propose something for you. I can satiate my curiosity and also hand this back to you.
Oh?
I am curious to see what would happen if its thirst were satiated.
Uh-huh. Do go on.
Now, I would very much caution you and tell you not to bleed your own blood on it.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
But should you fell an enemy, use this and see what happens.
I'll kind of use my telekinesis. Is he presenting it?
Yeah.
I'll use my telekinesis to kind of like pull it over towards me and kind of like let it rotate in the air as I kind of like think it over. That I can do.
Perfect.
I've got a lot of enemies. Now I'll kind of just reach out
All
and
right.
grab it.
As you grab it, you feel that warm pulse of energy again. You don't hear the voice, though. Because if you recall, it had cut you the first time you had touched
and that
it.
was when I heard it. Yeah. When I feel the warmth, I'll kind of like unsheath it a little bit, kind of look it over, inspect it.
It has no sheath.
Oh, that's right. It's just the deck. Well, then I kind of just inspect it and anything else I should know about this?
Well, there's the potential that if it gets fully charged, that it could turn into a shard mine. It could explode. It could teleport back to the Living Gate, at which time, if you're holding it, you would also be teleported. Let me see. It could do nothing. Who knows? I'm curious to find out.
Actually, about the shard mines, do you have a book or a scroll, something on you?
I have some of my old notes that I had taken with Artur. Let me see. And he kind of pulls out a journal and he flips to a page. There's a crude drawing of what looks to be a humanoid formed out of many crystals. And some descriptions about their massively powerful psionics. The three main schools of thought that shard mines have, one of which is I must kill every other shard mine so they may become part of the Living Gate again. One of the others is I am seeking my own independence and do not wish to ever become a part of the Living Gate. And the last one is to collect all the shards and protect the Living Gate.
Yeah. Let me borrow this, and I'll get it back to you at dinner tonight.
All right.
Brush up on the shard mines.
Sure.
All right. Well, I think I'm good here, guys.
All right. Well, I'll see you all for dinner.
Yes, Evan. Don't forget
Certainly
the dogs.
will. Don't forget the
Oh,
stones.
yes. I most certainly will not. I
All
know
about the
Phoebe
good-
is just really looking forward to having that conversation.
She's already walking towards the exit.
She's shy. She's just a little shy. Don't worry about it.
Yes. All right, well, he opens a portal.
See ya, Evan. And as I go to head through, everybody watch your boots. Cove had a drink, and I'm gonna go through.
A drink.
He's had a few
multiple
drinks.
A
Yeah.
few drinks. I will go in last.
So we
better
can just
not.
get thrown
Best you
out
do.
and be looking everywhere. Everyone step back.
Run.
Projectiles.
Oh God.
Man, this is worse than the Ging Watson.
Oh God.
He is a Geem Watson.
All right.
The geek wants him.
So, I assume at this point we will head back to the estate for supper.
Yes.
We have so many guests.
You filled your home with guests.
Yeah. Sebastian was gonna be so happy.
Did we tell him all about that?
Nope.
again?
Nope.
No, I don't even think he thinks he's cooking for us again. We're just gonna kick the
said
door and
one
be
last
like,
meal, right?
"Last supper." Well, he was gonna do. Oh yeah, one last meal. Last supper.
Last supper, please. I
Who's
would like
Judas?
the Last supper.
I was gonna make a joke.
Evan,
So, you
Evan is Phoebe's Judas.
I was literally gonna say.
I brought you murder.
Murder. Judas. No. Evan. No.
Evan, no.
So you return to the estate. The sun is getting heavy on the horizon. It is about that time to eat. When you head back onto the estate grounds, you're walking back up through the courtyard, and you see the monument that was placed for the commander, Julius, the commander of the Eastwind Battalion. All these J names. I was like,
Too many J's.
yes. And the sconces are lit. The lanterns are lit. And it's just emanating its usual warmth and comfort from within. You step inside, and the fireplace is lit in the foyer, and Lorasi is talking to Durnan. Durnan with a drink in his hand, and Lorasi with a cup of tea, and they're standing near the fireplace, and as you walk in, they pause and look at all of you, and Durnan regards you, and he goes back to talking to Lorasi, and you hear he's talking about wood nymphs, and just some crazy adventure he had when he was in his younger days, and Lorasi's just eating it up. He's like, oh, tell me more, tell me more. Sarah is with all of you, and she's like, I'll go freshen up, and she heads off to a washroom.
Right. I should probably go let Sebastian know about all of our last minute company.
Yeah, you know what, Phoebe? I'll go with you on that.
Just gonna try to find Sebastian.
Okay. So you head, well, where would you assume he is?
The kitchen.
So you head through the dining area to the kitchen.
I love how they looked at you like you're stupid.
Where's the only place that we've interacted with him otherwise?
And you hear the noise of someone preparing food in the other room. And as you approach, it sounds like many someones are preparing food. There's chopping and mixing in pans, and all sorts of sounds happening congruently with one another. And as you push open the door to the kitchen, you see Sebastian in there with dozens of arms. And they're all doing various tasks in the kitchen.
Valor, I think Sebastian's a spider.
That could be one explanation.
He turns and looks at all of you. Oh, welcome. I'm just preparing dinner. This is just a minor enchantment. I only allowed you to come in and see because, well, I guess I already revealed that, you know, I'm affiliated with the Raven Queen, so I figured no problem with you seeing at this point.
Could you use 2 more sets?
Oh, I think I have it from here. Thank you. Did you need something to drink? One of the arms brings a kettle of tea.
Oh, thank you. Too kind. We just wanted to let you know of a couple of guests that would be coming over this evening.
Yes, Dernan had arrived, rather a gruff fellow, but hey, the more the merrier. I can always prepare more.
Yeah, we just wanted to let you know, but it looks like you're already taking care of everything, so we will not get in your way.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's everyone who's
thank
already
you.
here plus Evan. So, yeah.
All right.
Great. Well, don't let us
Head back
start
up.
getting your way.
Okay.
Phoebe got some tea. She's happy.
Cheers. Okay.
All right.
Weird.
Well, see, Sebastian calls you all for dinner, unless there were any. No, you can have those conversations during dinner. So he calls you all into the dining room, and there is a large spread, just like when you had first come to the estate as the new champion. Just a lavish meal, fit for a king, and seats for all of you. Evan arrives. He brought his own drinks.
Do they just like fly in behind him as
Yep.
he's entering?
There's entourage.
Different sized bottles of liquor.
Is Jonas with him?
No.
Well, I'll be sure to sit next to Sarah tonight.
She'll be
Kane,
sure to
at
sit
the
next
head
to
of the
you.
table.
I think Phoebe would sit next to on the other side of Sarah.
Okay.
And then who would sit on the other side?
All right,
of
give me your marching order for eating.
Obviously.
I think Evan
Your
would
other
elbow his
wife.
way over.
Yeah, Evan's gonna sit next to Phoebe with his books on the Griffins that had also
You
come
have
in.
to save the Griffins, Phoebe. Do it for the world.
At least do it for the vine. I mean, come on.
Oh my god. Okay, Dad.
So,
Xavier, your age is showing.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking zoomer. So, Evan regales you, Phoebe, about griffins, you know, showing you some diagrams and telling you about the different griffins that reside in different locales across Faerun. And he tells you what he knows about the Order of the Blue Moon, and he reiterates some of the information you already know about how, you know, they bond with a griffin, and if either dies, the other must die, and their order has been dwindling because the griffins could no longer reproduce. At least that sect of them. There are still other griffins, but they're all wild griffins, and taming them in generations the way that the Order of the Blue Moon had would be a difficult task. Not an impossible one, he makes important to state, but it certainly would require time and effort.
So, hearing how educated he is on the matter, it would earn some points from Phoebe in terms of respect. So she's now generally entertaining the conversation from a purely business standpoint.
Yeah.
Really educational.
Purely educational. This is business. This is
Yeah.
business. All right. The minute he mentions a drink, I'm out of here. I'm done. So she would probably inquire what his thoughts are on their best option at this point.
Okay, all right. He entertains some ideas with you. Sarah rests a hand on your leg, Kane, sitting next to you while eating.
I was gonna say I would, like, secretly hold her hand off.
Yes.
Ew.
Shut up! You're not over here. Close your eyes,
Straight.
second wife.
Close your eyes, second wife. I love this quote.
Temin hasn't really been there for this early part of dinner, and he comes busting through the door, and you see he's wearing these strange robes, like just wrapped around his neck, and, coming draped over his shoulders. And he's holding a book, and he kind of looks to Sebastian and winks, and he comes to ask Sarah, Valor, and Kane to stand and join hands.
He's about to fucking ordain this shit.
He's casting ceremony.
Oh shit!
So that's what he's been preparing for.
Oh.
Temin.
I will immediately pull out the instruments and just start setting the mood.
This is our dinner.
Turnan's like, so this is what
the
you
best
invited
time.
me for.
This is the best time. Just
I'm
go.
gonna
We have
like-
to go get you dressed up. Your bow tie is upstairs. We can go run. We'll be right back. I did not realize this was happening now.
Does not need to be formal, but at least if we join hands together, we can at
No.
least have
Valor, shut it down. Valor, shut it down.
Kane, as much as I want to shut it down, I also want to go find a tablecloth and put it over Sarah and really get this done right. Oh, I don't know.
Sarah, it's the well water. See? You gotta believe me now, right? Do you believe
I
me
am
now, Sarah?
torn
It's-
between
it's
doing it for the
well
bit and calming
She-
it down.
Sarah lets out a nice big laugh. She's thoroughly entertained by what's happening.
I love it. She's so innocent.
I would love to say that no matter how official or unofficial it is, this would be a really lovely memory to have before we all have to ship off.
Yes.
Valor, you have a life. You have your whole world ahead of you. You don't want to be married right now.
No, King. Some of us might die tomorrow.
Some of
Nobody
us might
is
die, we
dying
never know
tomorrow,
where we're
Cole.
going in the future. And the right now, who
That-
knows
that's-
if Temin's legally ordained, but it's still a fun thing to do.
I am
Fine.
a
I'm gonna
paladin.
look at Temin, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take the gamble. He's not ordained.
He's a
He's not
paladin.
ordained.
He's a
And if it makes
paladin.
y'all, if it makes y'all shut up, this could be our stupid Vegas moment. I'm gonna look at Sarah and be like, Sarah, they're crazy. It's not real.
Well, technically, Temin is a paladin and I'm a cleric, so you have two people of faith here.
Yes. As King
It's as
says
real
that
as real can
Temin
be.
isn't ordained, he just casts light on himself. He starts glowing like meat. Yes.
Anything is a practice
Defeated,
run.
utterly defeated by all of you.
Yes.
And
Phoebe,
knowing
you go get Kane's bow tie, and I'm gonna grab Sarah and run into the other room and get a sheet.
Evan,
Drape it around her like a
please.
toga.
Evan and Sebastian, please set the table again. Drinks, food, just reset it.
Evan,
It's just
give me
like
your
a
fucking
snap and a
drink.
snap.
Give me your
Put it
fucking
down.
drink, Evan. I'm gonna lean
Yeah.
over Sarah's plate and take Evan's drink as they're doing whatever, and I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Look at Ko and be like, you're right. I could die tomorrow because that's my fate, isn't it?
No.
Yes, Phoebe, you don't have a say in this. I will die,
Same.
and I'm gonna stand up and be like, Sarah, this is not romantic at all, and I'm so sorry it's happening this way. But would you like to marry me?
He proposed.
You guys were not gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh God. Sarah turns scarlet, and she just looks at you and she nods.
I'm gonna cast Dancing Light to help set the scene even more. We're really getting into this. Yep.
Well,
Okay,
Sebastian resets the
much.
table for dessert and drinks,
Yes.
and Durnan is highly entertained. You see, he's kind of leaning back in his chair with his glass, just soaking it all in. You can tell that he's enjoying himself. Lorasi is 3 sheets to the wind. The old man doesn't even know which way's up.
Yeah.
But he's having
Add
fun.
That when Ko starts playing the music, Temin's gonna wave for Raffi, his giant fiend turtle,
Oh.
approaching from the garden with flowers in its mouth.
Raphael.
Please tell me it's the ring bearer. It has to be the ring bearer.
It's the flower girl.
This is a flower.
It's got flowers, yeah. Raf's
Oh my God.
got
I
flowers.
grab one of the flowers off the thing and I make sure to put it in like Sarah's hair and like I kind of like sweep it off to the side and get her prepped because I'm not
Nice.
technically in this marriage. I know that I am playing maid of honor here. It's okay.
All right.
There could be an amendment to the marriage. You can be added officially.
Yeah,
Look, I
technically
can be
the
a good
ceremony
friend.
doesn't limit it. You can actually.
The special
have everyone
friend.
hold hands.
This is their
The
moment. I'm not
special
taking
friend.
away from it.
Well, you're all set up now for your officially unofficial matrimony.
Hell yeah.
We just bully Kane into getting married.
Yes.
This could have happened. This could have been like just a proposal. We do the proper ceremony. We get back.
Just before it all happens,
Mhm.
and if Sarah comes into the room, I'm gonna go up to her and just be like, "A moment, everybody, just back off," and I'm gonna like confront her and breathe lightly and say, "I really do care for you. I do. I love you, and you have been a good friend to me for a long time. This is not a hollow thing, and I want you to know that. Even if this isn't real, because it's probably not, I hope it can be one day. If, of course, I don't end up dead somewhere, then my apologies to you. But you don't have to go through with any of this if you don't want to."
I do. And then she kisses you.
No backing out.
Yeah, you hear that through the door because I was for sure at the door, just like, yeah.
Is that the cue?
Oh,
We heard
shit.
it all last time, so might as well just keep listening.
What I miss?
Oh God.
So I'll go out into the room with her now.
What?
I am happy. I'm happy. We can go back in the room with all the people or not be as secretive.
All right. Well, the rest of your evening is basically a giant party. You all just let inhibition go. You have a great time together. And yeah, you can't remember the last time you felt this connected, this lighthearted, this free of worry.
As the night progresses, I'm gonna find my way over to Kane at some point. Kind of just like nudge him. He's like, never would have thought that this would be whatever this is, that this would be for you. But
what?
I'm glad you went with it. Because truthfully, my friend, you deserve some happiness.
I never would have thought this was my path either. And I never thought I was the marrying type, but I just hope that she does move here and not has to deal with Galandra eating her alive if she ever finds out. Who knows what that woman's up to, but
No, we can literally handle that situation. Like,
it's best to leave it alone. But I was gonna look at Sarah for wherever she is across the room. I just hope that no matter what happens, Sarah's happy.
I think she will be.
Yeah.
So wholesome.
Also, Kane feels immense guilt leaving now, being the hero.
Got a good reason to fucking come back.
It's just like in the movies, you get something happy and then everybody dies.
Exactly. You have
This
to
is
stay
all
alive
just to
now,
make it
motherfucker.
hurt much more when everyone
Oh, it's
dies.
much more impactful, you know?
Is there anything else y'all would like to do tonight?
I would like to play a song.
Okay.
It is a song of departure, one that is played before going to war.
Okay.
And that's how I will be closing out my part of the evening.
As Ko plays, there is a blue aura about him, and you swear you can see this spectral
blues.
beast behind him. Manifestation of Rock-Tau. As Ko is highly in tune with his emotions right now.
I made the big blue for the big blue. I got you, bro.
Kane, in the back of your mind, you hear a voice. I forgot what this was like. It's important to have these moments. More important still that you think of them in the coming days.
I won't. I can't let anything happen to them.
I can't hear you.
I won't let. I can't let anything happen to them.
I know that.
That's.
And that's why we're together.
I don't even know who you are.
That's because you don't want to.
Well, it's not exactly that I can sit down and have a cup of tea with you in a warm heart to heart. You don't seem like the type.
Maybe one of me is.
How about we just enjoy the rest of the night?
All right. We'll do that. Well, your evening passes. And in the next morning, you pack up, you gather your belongings, you say your goodbyes, and you head to the western gate of Waterdeep. There you find the carriage awaiting you, several horses, and two carriages. And in one of the carriages, there's a lot of food, supplies, and in the other one, there is equipment. You find that there is a pouch or a satchel filled with healing potions, one of the requests you had for Durnan. You also find a handful of scrolls, so mark down 5 scrolls of water breathing, whoever wants to take those. Kane, there is a new great axe and a pair of modified boots to be able to accommodate your large clawed feet. These are indomitable boots. Temin, there is a pair of twin curved swords, if you would like to replace your current ones. Phoebe, there is a new hat there, and you can feel it is imbued with some form of magic. Ko, there is a necklace for you. It is the Linguist's necklace, and so you'll be able to add some more languages. Then from Evan, there are several gems, and a note that describes that these gems can be used to communicate across great distances and even realms, if necessary. And there is a letter sealed by from Sebastian for Kane.
I don't think I'm gonna open it right now.
Okay.
I'm strolling up while riding atop Raffaangelo. He shall be my steed and my mount for this journey.
I love it.
Tie him to the
While feeding
wagon and
him-
drag him along.
While feeding him blue pancakes.
Oh
Love
my
it.
god.
Well, off into the sunrise, our party travels, heading to the west, an unknown challenge awaiting them. And that ends this episode of Fancie's Fables.
Wild ride.
What a whirlwind!
That
We got
was
so much done.
freaking great. We accomplished a lot, honestly. I feel
We
like
got
we...
so much done.
Yeah, we did. So many lap dances in one day.
I know. How can you
And
even
a
get so many lap dances?
and a wedding. Oh my
Oh
god!
my
Literally,
God. You
Wow.
guys literally
That
had
was the
my
bachelor
bachelor
party.
party.
we had Kane's bachelor party for him while he
Heck
played
yeah.
Go
Bachelor
Fish.
party without him.
That's
Guys,
hilarious.
that was completely what happened.
Yeah.
Forgot.
We're
I love
great.
that. I love that.
We're the best.
Yes, we-
Those are my friends over there listening through the wall.
Well,
Well, I
Wanted
do
to make sure it was
nothing.
going well.
Nothing. Not according to the fanfic.
No,
not
not
according
according
to
to
the
the fanfic.
fanfic.
She initiated, so.
Well, I'm glad you all had a great time. But I'll have to ruin it for a moment.
Oh, after credit scene.
Damn Marvel movies.
While our party enjoys their last day before they head out on their next adventure, the enemies have not rested. Taking over Baldur's Gate did not take them long, but it was only the first step in their plan. Deep beneath Baldur's Gate, there is a reservoir of crystals, and the Warforged have already dug their way to it. Power sources, much as we saw in the remains of Ardea after the party had defeated him. A man in a dark robe, hemmed in green, Rexiva, stands atop a tower, staring in the direction of the Sword Coast. He puts a hand on the stone wall ahead of him. The skin, no longer taut and wrinkled, now is alive. A tabaxi stands behind him, awaiting his orders. Follow them. And that is the end. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out for tonight's episode. We very much appreciate you here. I love seeing the chat go by. I'm glad you were all very entertained, as we were as well. I love this campaign, and I love these players. And I thank you very much again, Grace, for being here as our guest for such a long time as Valor.
Thanks for having me. It's so fun. I like being here. I would have been there anyway.
We will be having a couple more episodes with Valor, and then we will be having a new guest join us. So keep your eyes on the Twitter, and make sure you show up for each episode of Fancie's Fables to find out who that will be. But for now, we will close out. And until next time. Oh, yes. Temin, what is the joke? I was, it was really getting that outro.
Oh, yeah, you were really totally in the zone. There is a common misconception about rogues and how they are poor listeners. Do you perhaps know why this is said?
Why are rogues poor listeners? Why?
Because they always seem to disengage from conversation.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Well, thanks for showing everybody the door there.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Oh, yes. And until next time, stay fancy.
He said the thing. He said the thing. He said the thing.